Hello, Benjamin, and welcome to Private Lessons Sound Bites. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Benjamin Boyle. I'm a composer and pianist living in Philadelphia. Let's see, what's the most important thing to know?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me ask, how long have you been, since what year are you with Private Lessons?
I have been with Private Lessons since 2003.
Okay.
It's 4 years now, and it's been really great.
Wonderful. Where did you go to school?
I did my PhD at the University of Pennsylvania. Before that, master's at Peabody Conservatory,
Okay.
and then a long time ago, far, far away, I did a bachelor's at the University of South Florida.
Okay, great. I read somewhere that you are the youngest PhD from the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's
Is it in composition or music in general?
In composition.
In composition.
I can only speak for that. But yeah, that's the rumor, I'm afraid.
How long have you been composing?
Since I was very young, since probably about 6 or 7 years of age.
Oh, okay. How did you find out that you were
Well,
composing?
you know, I was always fascinated in piano, and I wanted to be a concert pianist, like a lot of young people that think they know what they want to do. And quickly kind of found myself changing the things that I was playing, you know, unhappy with certain things that Mozart did, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
Changing things, I mean, being an arrogant kid and changing things around, and eventually decided, well, you know, instead of just altering this music, I should just write my own.
Great. That's great. I also know that you studied the Nadia Boulanger method.
Yes.
Talk to me about the method.
The method's quite fascinating. I had a chance to study this while being in Paris for several years, studying in the summers between my school here. It's a fantastic method of teaching crafts of composition. You know, to make a long story short, I've always kind of believed that there's only one thing to teach in composition, and that's craft. That style is something that's extra.
Right.
You know, if you have something to say as a composer, then you'll be able to say it. But what a composer, as a teacher, has to teach a younger composer is the kind of technical aspects, and that's what Boulanger really got after. Her thing was harmony and solfege, being able to really have a fluid understanding of tonal harmony, being able to solfege anything that you see on the page, and that's in combination with other crafts that I picked up from other people, like my major teacher, Dr. Philip Lasser, who has a contrapuntal aspect that he adds to that. So, you know, to study composition this way is very total. It's a total type of immersion into the crafts of music. Okay.
In your own compositional life, what kind of music do you write, and what is your favorite genre?
In terms of genres, I write just about everything. I've done opera, orchestral music, songs, chamber music.
Okay, quick question for you.
Sure.
I have a lot of questions.
Sorry, it's quite all right.
Okay, it's a little bit of chicken or the egg, you know. When you write a song, okay, look, there's a lot of aspiring songwriters out there. And given, you know, writing is a major skill also, but how do you work? What comes first? Are you searching out the lyrics and then writing the music, or the tune comes first?
No, for me the text comes first. You know, I completely disagree with Brahms on this one. You know, thought that you know that Brahms thought that you should set mediocre text so that the music speaks, and I disagree with that. You know, for me personally, everything comes from the text. So I find the poetry that I'm going to set, or in some cases it's given to you if it's a commission, these type of things, and that's often sometimes problematic. But once you find text that you like, then you know that already gives you a large amount of information which you need to then launch into the piece. So for me, text comes first. Okay. You set the text.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's music in the lyrics.
Oh, 100%.
In the text.
When it's well written, of course.
Right. I hear you. You know, once I had an experience. I was a student at Curtis many years ago, and Darren Hagen, who was my classmate, wrote a cello concerto. And so we went to Ned Rorem.
Right.
To play. It was Bob LaRue, the cellist, and I played piano. So I was very excited to see how a composition lesson works.
Right.
It was, I have to tell you, it was anticlimactic for me personally, not because this is a great group of people, but, you know, we played the piece, and everybody smiled, and then I left. so I think there must be a little bit more to the composition. So I realized we were on the tail end of it. Everybody wanted to hear the piece.
Of course.
But then talk to me, and this is a final question. Talk to me when somebody comes to you, let's say through Private Lessons, and is interested in learning composition.
Sure.
How do you work with a student?
Well, it really depends. It's a case-to-case basis. I usually spend a long time trying to get to know the student and to figure out where they're coming from and what kind of influences they have. There's so many ways to study music in this country right now that people come from all different backgrounds. And so it takes a while to gauge exactly what they need. And then once I kind of do that, once I see where they've been and where they want to go and what they want to do with it, then you can kind of formulate a course of study through different aspects that they might be weaker or stronger in. But it includes all different things. We're talking counterpoint harmony, solfege, orchestration, literature, history, and then composition.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It is very nice to meet you. I wish you much success, and I hope that we will speak again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
My pleasure.